I think we're starting. Oh, we are now live, guys. Welcome into the Wade's Ventures YouTube channel. Oh, man. 3 days in a row, guys. Are you getting sick of me yet? Literally 3 days live. Tomorrow we have another interview with Lindy Glenn, and then another interview Thursday, and another interview Friday. I feel like I should be Oprah Winfrey. You get an interview. You get an interview. You get. And guys, I can't be more excited to have a jam-packed week with a bunch of cool people on this YouTube channel. So let me say hello to some people in chat, then we'll get started. We've got a fantastic lady, super supportive on my channel, a full-timer, really cool, and we're going to interview her in just a second. But until then, Tracy Thrifts, what's going on, guys? Go check out the last video that we did yesterday. If you're new to this channel, the reason I created these interviews is I wanted to do something different in the reselling community. And what that different thing is to interview people that are not necessarily YouTube or Insta famous yet. I wanted to get people that didn't have a bunch of subscribers, didn't have a bunch of followers on my YouTube channel, so that way they can discover other people and people can discover them live. And so that's kind of the purpose Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, is to invite people within our community that you guys talk to in these chats on live with me and see how they survive and how they make money online. So without further ado, we've got some really cool people in chat. Tracy, go check out that one. Like I said, did yesterday. Moonlight Moolah, he's out of Portland. What's going on? Girl, what's going on? The Shamrock Pixie is always in my chat. What's going on, Shamrock? We also have Dad's Vintage Clutter Guy. What's going on? 24, what's going on? Hip flipping mama, the mama of the reselling community, what's going on? Miss Hickson, what is going on? Lindy, Emily. All right, we have a lot of people in chat. Chat is flying. I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining. It means a lot to me to be able to see you guys in chat. If you guys have questions, put a lot of question marks so I don't miss it, because sometimes chat will fly when we get a lot of people in here. And, oh, man, this interview must be good luck. I already got it, not 2 or 3 minutes in, I got an eBay offer. So we'll have to look at that later, though. This is more important, right? So that being said, guys, if you have questions, put it in chat. And between breaths, I will try to answer those. And then the last thing before we get in the interview, I am a big fan of social media. I'm a big fan of helping people. If you guys want to cross-promote, as long as you do it reasonably, you can cross-promote your YouTube names, Instagram names, Poshmark names, eBay names, whatever you want to promote within the community that is reselling related. You can do that in chat. So that way you guys can intertwine and meet people, especially since eBay Open is going to be here literally in 6 months. So I can't believe time has flown that quick. But anyways, without further ado, this lady that we're going to interview tonight is not only amazing, but she is also a viewer. She's got a YouTube channel, and I will be putting her YouTube channel link in the description so you guys can go follow her. When you guys follow her, shout out what number you are, and I will give you a shout out. Real Talk Mentor, before we even start, you're amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat. I say this every single show. I'm going to continue to say it. I wish I can like high five you guys or fist pump you guys or give you a good hug, like a good bear hug, you know what I mean? And just say thank you for being awesome and supporting the channel. So I appreciate you. And Real Talk, if you need any help, let me know. Message me. I do have a lot more time to come on the channel. I know you were trying to do that. So let me know. Message me through Insta, okay? All right. So without further ado, everybody that's watching that watches my storage unit videos, remember, I am bidding on some units right now, and once I win those units, because you know your boy Wade don't lose units, so once I win those units, I will put those storage unit videos live for you guys. I'm hoping I can have a couple of them for you this Sunday, okay? What's going on, Debbie? Don't worry, I see you in chat. Okay, this is not about me. This is about our guest. There was a lot I had to say, guys. Mic check. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our amazing lady so she can introduce herself right now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Shamrock. Go ahead.
Hello. My name is Destiny, and I am the Shamrock Pixie.
And how did you come up with that name?
Well, this is very much a PG-13 channel, so I will try to keep it as PG as I can. So the original name I had picked was the Irish Blonde. And that, when we looked it up, it was not okay. So I looked and looked and looked for a name that would fit me, and I just couldn't come up with one. I did the name generator and stuff like that. Well, Tommy, my fiance, was, how about this Shamrock Pixie? And I'm like, well, I'm short, so the pixie part's good. And I love shamrocks, and it has to do with Irish. So I was like, we got it. So that's how Tommy ended up picking my name.
Oh, it's always amazing where we come. I mean, do you know how I come up with Wade's Ventures by chance?
No, actually, I don't think I do.
It was, hold on. Oh, I got the screen locked on me accidentally. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I don't know if I fixed that or not. Okay. Technical difficulties, guys. That's going to happen when you're live, okay? I can't, my name's Wade.
Because me and electronics do not get along very well.
I'm trying
an hour to find out or figure out how to go live before. So
I think I fixed it. I think. Yeah, I fixed it. Okay, good. So my name is Wade, guys. That's why I came up with the Wade's and then Ventures, right? All right. So tell me a little bit about your life. First and foremost, I want to know what you're full-time, part-time, and then also give me a landscape of how you guys do business. Tell me what state you live in. Are you full-time or part-time? And then more importantly, where do you like thrifting? What kind of items are you buying to sell online?
Okay, so we live in Wisconsin, up by Wisconsin Dells. Let's see. We are full-time. I'm actually just newly into full-time. My fiance has been doing it full-time for about 2 years now. And he did about a year's worth of research before he jumped into doing eBay and all the other platform that he's on. The thrifts. Okay, so my favorite thrift store that we go to is actually just right down the street from me, or from us. Sorry, from us. And it's called Practical Sense, and it, the employees are super sweet. They have handicaps. So, and I'm not sure if that's the technical term to call it or not, but they're just amazing people. And we've been going there for about 5 years, but the last 2 years we've been going and just doing it for the resale part of our business and for our product and stuff. And another reason why I love that place so much is that when we walk in, the employees instantly light up, come running over, give us hugs. Well, gives me hugs because Tommy's not much of a hugger. He'll shake their hand, but he's not much of a hugger. But they'll come up, they'll give me a big old hug. They're super excited to see us, and it makes my day when we go sourcing there. So that's my favorite place that we go. Otherwise, we have to travel about half hour to 2.5 hours to do most of our sourcing.
Do you have any pixie dust that helps when you're traveling and doing thrifting? You just dust them with pixie dust and they give you an extra 10, 15, 20% off?
I wish. Sometimes we end up with glitter and I'm not sure where we get it on us, but no, I don't have any special pixie dust. I wish I did.
So I'm going to try to answer questions while we do the interview, but I did get a question in my Going to eBay Open. It says, are you going to eBay Open this year? I was in the elevator in Mandalay Bay with you, but was too shy to say hi. Here's the thing, guys. We all have those people that, that light up our world, and we want to. I'm not saying I light up your world, but we all have those people you get shy with. I've got a few of them. If I'm in an elevator, I'm going to think twice before I say hi. But that being said, yes, I'm going to eBay Open. Yes, I'm going to be buying tickets day one when they are available. And yes, if you see me in the elevator or if you see me out and about, please come hang out. Give me a handshake. We can get some food. I don't care if you're social media or not. I will share a hot dog with you in the little food court, or we can go look at some sharks in Mandalay Bay. Whatever you guys want to do, if you want to hang out, let me know. I will definitely be at the next eBay Open.
I want to go to the zoo. Let's go to the zoo.
That's a good segue. We can definitely go to the zoo. And the first part of this interview is about you. So please explain the monkey behind you so everybody can understand what's going on with the monkey.
See, Tommy. Okay, so Tommy was like, you should have this little monkey in your YouTube. So she is definitely going to be a part of my YouTube channel. But I don't have a name for her yet. But she's one of those, they're for real buddies. And she does move. She does make noise. I push her belly to get her activated, but she won't shut up. She blows kisses, and she's adorable. I love her. She is. I was on RVA Flips earlier, and we were dealing with monkeys, and they asked me about the monkey too, and I was explaining it, and then I set it off, and then But she's my little buddy. And then I picked her up a shamrock dress. I don't know if you guys saw that. But she has little, oops, I just hit the button. Sorry. But she's got her own little shamrock dress. She's all ready for the YouTube channel. So
does she get after you when you're not listening enough?
Oh, she is creepy sometimes. Sometimes she just goes off on her own. And it's like, I know I didn't touch your belly. So... yeah.
All right. So we know what state you live in. We know you have your own pixie dust. We know you're full time, and so we got those out of the way. How and like what made you what 2 years ago you said your fiance was full time. Like what made you guys want to start reselling? Like what do you guys remember the actual moment that you decided, hey, I'm going to put something online and hope that somebody buys it?
Well, Tommy's actually been doing resale or some form of resale since he was little. And so it's always been a part of him. And he's always been good at it. He actually took, we started with a broken down trailer, like one that you would pull behind a car or a van or a truck. We fixed it up and he flipped it for a boat. And then we went and we fixed that boat up and we flipped it for another boat and just kept going. And I think like the third or fourth flip, I had told him, I'm like, I want a green car. I want a green vehicle. Well, the next flip he did, he took what was it? A Bayliner? Is that what it was? Oh, Century, sorry. Big boat. But it was an older boat. And he flipped it for a green View. Saturn View. And so I got my green car that I wanted. And then we started all over again.
So it was love at first sight. So you guys kind of have flipping in your blood then. You guys like doing it. What platforms are you guys on right now?
I'm just learning.
What platforms are you guys selling on right now?
eBay, a very little bit of Amazon, Poshmark, Macari, Bonanza, OfferUp. Is that? No, not yet. Oh, he's got OfferUp that he's still doing some research on. Is that all the platforms? I think that's all the platforms.
How do you guys managing your time? Because that's a big big problem sometimes with people. They pick one platform and they overextend themselves and then they kind of let the other ones go. How do you guys find time to do that?
It's very difficult. It really is. Our main focus right now was eBay. And now we're starting to kind of like venture out with, we really want to get into Amazon FBA. So we're going to be doing the Amazon University so that we can get into the FBA. And then, and my fiance, I see that the bearded picker is in chat, and Tommy, my fiance, watches you like every time you're on. He absolutely loves the bearded picker, and he just said that he wants, when he grows up, he wants to be just like the bearded picker.
I don't know about that. Scott's a little bitter right now because his team lost. So I don't know. You know, Scott would be amazing if he was a Clemson fan, but obviously not. So,
Uh-oh.
oh man, they got beat, didn't they? Bad. Maybe next year though. That's always next year. What's going on, Kelly? Subscriber number 1. See, I can do that because he's not live right now, right? You getting it? I got my own little pixie dust up here too. No, I'm honestly, I'm just, I wish Oregon was a little bit better, but all right. So, subscriber number 110, Kelly, what's going on? Connie, subscriber 105. You guys are messing up right now. I'm sure there's a lot more people subscribing to her YouTube channel. I'm going to link it right now, guys. Let me know when you subscribe. Let me know what number. We're missing some people. But, all right. So, tell me a little bit about, we're going to talk about 2018, and then we're going to move on to the reselling portion. So, 2018, what did you guys do good, and what's something that you guys felt that you can improve upon last year that you didn't necessarily do?
We could have listed a lot more for 2018. We had a lot of personal stuff going on, so we didn't get as much listing done as we wanted to. We're hoping that this year that changes. So far, so good. Getting there. Now we're teaching the kids about sourcing and stuff like that. It's part of their homeschooling. And so we're hoping this year will be a lot better with listing than last year. That's like our main downfall was our listing.
And now that we're in 2019, I mean, can you guys believe it? Literally, I felt like I was in Vegas with you guys, and now here in a little over 5 months, we're going to be back in Vegas again. So time flies. But tell me real quick, actually, before I do that, let me shout out some Rebecca 114, Andre 114. Oh, there's some lag there, guy. You got Matthew 115, Grandma Wrinkles, the best grandma in the reselling business. 111. Let's go on, Grandma Wrinkles. She won that giveaway that I did. Are you using that light box, Grandma Wrinkles? Let me know. So what? Now that we're here, I mean, this is 2019. It's time is flying. We're already, day 8 or day 7 in 2019. So tell me, what are you guys doing currently right now? And it's tough too. Before we get into that, I just want to say, like, there's no rest for the weary here. I mean, you basically work your tail off in Q3, which is, towards the end of the year, and then Q4, which is the end of the year pretty much. And then all of a sudden you work your butt off to make all that money. And then here we are, Q1 again. It's just, so it's a good time to reflect, but also you gotta get back on the bandwagon so you can sell some more stuff. Scott said, stop being mean to the bearded picker. My boy, Scott, the bearded picker, is the most amazing man. So I'm giving him a hard time. Don't worry. I love Scott. He's amazing. So anyways, we're back on the horse here, back on the bandwagon, Q1. So what are you doing in 2019 that's gonna really help your business and something that you kind of learned from last year?
Well, I know a lot of people said that Q4 was like their big time where they do a lot of selling and stuff like that. For us, because we deal with a lot of pre-owned stuff, it's not like that for us. That's usually our slow time. And then like the first Q1, 2, 3, that's more busy for us. So with it being pre-owned stuff, so this year we want to kind of get more into the newer stuff to see if that makes a difference. So
Grumpy says, there's the creepy monkey.
No. I could show you the creepy monkey.
Can you do it? Can you show the creepy monkey slowly at the bottom of the camera and then move him up?
Okay, now just keep in mind, I love this thing. I don't think it's creepy, but almost everybody else thinks he's creepy.
Hey, I think he's just adorable. I like him.
I love animals. I love monkeys. When I was little, at the age of 11, 12, I actually even before then, I started learning sign language when I was real young because I wanted to be an animal communication specialist.
Mhm.
And they deal with gorillas and chimps and all sorts of kinds of monkeys and stuff. And they teach them sign language to communicate, and that's what I wanted to do. And so never outgrew my love for monkeys and other animals. So
Hey, I love going to the zoo, taking the kids, and we love, monkeys and elephants are the favorites there. So I completely get it. We did have one question: when starting Amazon, do you recommend FBA, which is basically fulfilled by merchant, or excuse me, fulfilled by Amazon, or the merchant accounts? I Here's the thing: I do FBA. Like, I know that maybe a little bit more learning curve, and you got to be careful with Amazon because it's not as forgiving as eBay. You gotta make sure that you're not sending packages in that have issues. They can't look like they've been opened. So they need to have the seal still sealed, and you've got to ship them in correctly. I know a lot of people don't like some. Well, I guess some people can't do a lot of liquid stuff when they send it in, but a lot of people don't double bag that. I just feel like FBA would be the way to go. Like, if you're going to do it, I love that because the fact that you have flexibility, you can travel. Let's say you want to go to another state, you can get a bunch of stuff and then go to a local, Lowe's and Home Depot offer really cheap boxes, and you can box stuff up and send them in. You don't have to have a bunch of stuff at the house. So that's kind of appealing to me. I would start FBA, but also know that when you start FBA, I'd probably partner with somebody that's already doing it so you can cut down your learning curve and go forward. But all right, so we're already, man. I feel like we already so many good questions sent your way. Now I'm curious. Any kiddos in your life? Tell me a little bit about the family.
well, there's me and Tommy, and then we have. Sorry, I'm getting over being sick again. We have a 12-year-old son who's going to be 13 in March, and then we have a daughter who's 11, who just turned 11, and both of them have the bug to go sourcing, and they're pretty good at it. Like, they can get down on the floor where we can't, and they find really good deals and stuff like that. And Jaslyn, which is my 11-year-old daughter, our 11-year-old daughter, she just found a turtle. It was like a turtle shell, but when you open it up, it almost looked like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but there's like a specific name for it, and I don't remember what it was. This was like, I don't know, about a month ago. And we got it for, I think it was $1.50, and we sold it for over $30. And so she's pretty good. I don't know what it is, but I know she's pretty good at finding really good deals like that. And Joey, our 12-year-old son, he actually gets in there. Like, we go to the bins and stuff, and he'll get down in there and he'll just start digging and digging and digging. And then right now we're teaching him about jeans.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes through and he'll go searching through all the jeans, and he'll pull out all the Levi's, and then he'll bring them over, and we'll give him the phone and show him how to look them up and stuff like that. And so they're really into it, but they're still at that age where YouTube is fun for what they want to look at. And so it kind of interferes once in a while. Oh yeah, and they also know all the current trending toys. So it's like, hey, what is this? Like, can you find that little thing? So we were at Goodwill the other day, and Tommy's actually gonna go get it. But we found this little stuffed animal thing. It's from Five Nights at Freddy. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but this is Toy Bonnie.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's something that the kids knew, and I was like looking at it, and I'm like, well, what's this? And my son's like, hey, that's Toy Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy. And I'm like, wait, how do you know? Okay, hold on. Let me look this up. So I was able to look it up because they knew what it was. And we had another one that we found at a different thrift store. We paid 50 cents for it and got, was it 80 bucks for it? Not this one. This one's going for, yeah, he's going anywhere from 20 to $80 depending on if he's got the like scary smile where his teeth are showing or if he's like this. So it's nice to have them with us when we source because we can use what knowledge they have to pick out the toys that we need.
You know, it's you can utilize kids in many ways at the bins. Our bins, so you line up Goodwill Bins. You go to the Goodwill Bins, right?
What's that?
Do you go to the Goodwill Bins by chance? Do you guys have bins?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we line up, and then the bin rolls up, and you can't touch anything. And then they got to do like I think it's a row of basically 3 on one side and 3 on the other, so 6 total, right? And so you can't touch anything. Some people do, but I'm waiting for Cade to get the age where I can like point, and then he can grab it before, and then nobody can yell at kids, right?
Well,
so.
We actually had an experience because we used to go to the bins in Madison, but the people there, like there's a couple people there that are pretty violent, and my son actually got hit with items while digging, and they don't listen. And being the mom, I was pretty PO'd and had it out with the lady, and she left that day after I got into it with her because she hit my son with an item, there was absolutely no reason for it. And so we were like, okay, we're done. We're out of here. Made sure my son was okay. And then we came back a different time because we're like, okay, maybe it was a one-time thing. And so we went again. The same lady was there and she wasn't listening to the people and she just started whipping stuff and I got hit. And I'm like, what is your deal? Like, seriously, what is your deal? There's absolutely no reason for you to be whipping this stuff around. And I tried to talk to one of the employees and they're, oh, that's just how she is. I'm like, well, that's not okay. I don't care how old she is. I think she had to have been like 60 something. But it's like, you need to act like an adult because there are children here. There was tons of children there, actually. And she's doing this. And I'm like, that's not okay. I'm not going to have that around my kids. So then we found one up in Appleton, Wisconsin, and we go to that one, and that one is phenomenal. The people are very helpful. When the bins come out, everybody steps back, and it's like a whole different world, and it's phenomenal. And so the kids learn a lot from that one. So
I was gonna say, you got to be careful. There's some bins that you need football gear, and some bins too. You get that have like 4 or 5 people basically, right? And family members, and those are kind of tough too. But what's your prices of your Goodwill bins?
Our shoes are $1.29 a pound. Oh, a pair. Sorry. Textiles are 99 cents, and then hard goods are 49 cents a piece, or 49 cents a pound.
So the funny thing is when I first started reselling, I had no idea what the Goodwill bins were. I was like, what the heck is a Goodwill bin? Like, what is that? I knew what Goodwill was, but what's a Goodwill bin? And so I remember the first time I went in there, we were in there for a total of 5 minutes. I went in there, I got super intimidated. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, what is this? You walk in and it kind of stuns you for a second, and then you walk out. So I can tell you guys that if you are new to the Goodwill bins, force yourself to go at least 4 to 5 times within a couple weeks span. Because what it will do is it'll force you to get like normalized with the process, and you'll feel much more better and a little bit less comfortable, or a little bit more comfortable than when you were. Because a lot of times I feel like people go to the Goodwill bins, they get intimidated, and they don't go back. But if you force yourself to go, just even for a few minutes, you'll get used to it, and then you'll love it, and you can find some good stuff. I can tell you, though, that the Goodwill Bins are catching on. Like, what will happen at a Goodwill Bins, guys, is there's not only getting, so just to take a couple steps back, people that don't know, so Goodwill Bins gets direct drop-off donations right on that facility, but then they also dump off from the other Goodwill outlets that don't sell their merchandise. They dump it off in the Goodwill Bins too. So there's a few sources coming in at once, and but you can get good stuff at the Goodwill Bins, but they are getting smarter. So Goodwill Bins are, and obviously Goodwill is regional based, right? So you got Goodwill, but I drive 6 hours away, and it could be a different color, different tag, completely different run Goodwill. But that being said, they are scanning books on a lot of them now and sending those in. A lot of them are doing, selling directly to the, shop Goodwill. So they'll grab the item and they won't even put it through the bins. They'll sell it themselves. And also they are picking stuff that is dropped off at the facilities that are really good, boxing those up and then sending those to the Goodwill outlets. So you don't have a chance to get at the Goodwill Bins. So not saying that there's not money in it. Heck, I go and I'm addicted, but just saying that they're kind of getting smarter with those that merchandise. But the very last thing is you're not allowed, at least at my Goodwill, to film. But if you guys look at my YouTube channel and you've never seen what the Goodwill Bins are, I've got 2 videos where I'm just like, hey, what's going on? Like I'm just taking the full-on picture. So if you guys want to see, but I'm always curious though, Shamrock. I love asking that question for the Goodwill Bins, how your Goodwills are, because it's always a different experience.
I guess it depends on which Goodwill you go to around here. Appleton, I've actually done lives inside of the bins in Appleton on Instagram. Where the one in Madison, no, you do not want to do that because people flip out. And then the one that we go to that's about a half hour away, they know we resell. They walk out, they stock the shelves. They're like, oh, here, see what this is. But at the same time, the one that's half an hour away, what they're starting to do now, and more power to them, it is what it is, but they scan every item and then they put the price pretty close to what it says on eBay. And so that you can't like make much of a profit or any profit at all. But then they also like their clothes, because we do a lot of pre-owned clothes. They have like $20 to $50 on their jeans that is only worth brand new $10.
Did you see that that Instagram post I did where I went in the sorry, it wasn't Goodwill, it was Salvation Army, and they had Faded Glory for $19.99 used.
Yeah, we had a pair at our Goodwill here that they wanted $49.99 for.
Wow. Here's the thing. It teaches you one thing. If this does not teach you one, this one thing that we're trying to talk about here is the fact that change is always going to happen. There's always going to be change. So I feel like even if you're comfortable in whatever you're doing, whether it's wholesale, liquidation, thrifting, RA, whatever you're doing, in your spare time, research another niche and another source, for your business, because anything could change, literally. Like, It's crazy. So, all right. I saw the auction professor in chat, and I got to give him that. I got to give my man a shout out, because not only was I his first interview per se, he was on the channel here. If you guys want to watch that, we did a live show together. But he is amazing. I do binge watch his videos, nice bolo videos and stuff that I have no idea exists. So go check the auction professor out. Really cool guy. But that being said, how has reselling changed your life, Shamrock? How has reselling changed your life?
It's changed for the good. The one thing that I can say, I can't really say if it's good or bad, but one thing that has changed is I know a little bit more about fashion. Now, I'm the type of girl that, I don't usually put on a lot of makeup. My hair is usually in a ponytail. I'm running around in sweats and sweatshirts. I don't dress like some girls I've met, where their jeans have to match their top and their shoes have to match. I'm comfortable out the door I go. I'm just sourcing. I'm just running to the doctor. I'm just, running to the grocery store. Um, so fashion is, I'm learning more about fashion.
And what are you guys picking up? What are you guys selling? I didn't ask that question. Are you guys selling primarily clothes, or what are you two
It's
selling?
50. We have hard goods, 50% hard goods and 50% clothes.
Are you now? How many items do you guys have on? Are you primarily eBay, right?
Yes.
Okay. The reason I was asking is it's my goal going into 2019 to branch out into more platforms. I mean, I'm already doing them, but I mean, like, really branch out. I've got 2,600 items on eBay, which is not a lot considering Don over there, the auction professor, has got what 50,000 in his eBay store. So no sweat, no sweat. I'll get there one day. I'll get there. But that being said, that's my kind of goal to branch out. So what's your 2019 goals for your business? And then also, I want a day in the life of you. Like, how many days do you source? Do you go? How do you use a mannequin? Not use a mannequin? Free returns? No free returns? Promoted listings? No promoted listings? Give me a snapshot of kind of how you're putting a listing together as well.
Well, usually I'll start from the very beginning. When I wake up in the morning, it takes me a little bit to get moving. Usually by the time I'm up, Tommy's been up since about 5:30, and he's got all the back door into everything all done, as he puts it. So I'm usually coffeeed up by about 9. I actually sit down on and watch Instagram because there are two ladies. I believe they're still in the chat. I saw them earlier. Uh, Thrifting Viking and Husky Hustler. I watch their live Monday through Friday. Um, love them ladies. So if you guys are on Instagram, hit them up because they're pretty cool to watch every morning. They're very positive, very happy ladies. And sometimes we go on little tangents watching them, and stuff like that. But it's pretty cool. And then I go downstairs after I make sure that the kids have all their chores done. Um, and um, so they come downstairs, they get onto their schoolwork. Then I sit down and try to get all our miles in to GoDaddy, make sure all our receipts are in line, and then start listing, cleaning, listing, do whatever Tommy needs me to do at that moment. Sometimes it takes a lot longer. Some days I don't start until noon because I'm just so tired. And but we work. We get it to work.
How is it working as a partnership, like as a couple? How is it to work together? Like, wait, your alarm pops off, the monkey wakes you up, you get out of bed, put your slippers on, you go down there, you make peanut butter and jelly for the kids. I'm assuming. I always like extra
I
jelly
make
and less
that for
peanut butter.
Tommy.
Um, and then you're working with your spouse. So tell me, be careful though, because I know he's in the room. But tell me how
Yes,
it is
he
to
is.
work with your spouse, because it's really rare that I get to ask that question.
Okay. Working with him at the beginning of it, it was very stressful. I am not going to lie. There were so many times we fought because I can't do this on my own. And I'm like, well, my mind, it was, I've seen him flip things on Facebook Marketplace. I've seen him flip things on Craigslist. Why does he need me? I didn't understand that concept. So, because he's, to me, he is a genius when it comes to everything. Because he does so much research, he's amazing. And so when I first started helping him, like at the beginning of it 2 years ago, I was going to help him, and then I got super overwhelmed, and I couldn't do it. So I just did what I had to do to try to help him, but I couldn't really, I would go sourcing with him and stuff like that, and it was stressful. And many a nights of arguing, I can't do this on my own. And I was just like, I can't. I'm not interested in it. And then I would be interested in it, and then I wouldn't be interested in it. And now for the last couple months, it's like, we got to do this. We want to move. We have goals that we have sat down and actually discussed, and just it's time to help them. And so, um, before, the way our basement was set up, because that's where our business is in the basement. We had bookshelves behind me, so we were kind of closed in on top of each other. So there were many of days of bickering back and forth. It's like, oh, I got to get out of here. I feel claustrophobic. Now with opening it up, I think it's more freeing, and he's willing to, help me understand stuff if I don't understand it. He's taught me how to use Google. So I know how to look stuff up now. Sometimes he's got to fix my computer, but it is what it is, because, me and electronics. And I think it's gonna be better for us as a team to have it this way, and now we have a better flow. And I think that was where we were lacking, was we didn't have that flow. So we were kind of on top of each other, and you know how it is, like when you're on top, working close together with somebody, they can get really annoying. And I know I am annoying. I know he loves me, but I can be very annoying, and so can he. So now we just do what we got to do. We work as a team to get it done.
You got to put on Pandora and just jam out. That's what I do.
Oh,
You guys,
we
you
put
watch
on
my
YouTube music, and
yes.
we listen to 80s and 90s music, like hip hop and hick hop, which is the newer
Mm-hmm.
music. And we dance now, and we yeah, we dance and sing and have a good time when we're down here, and we get more stuff done. So,
I don't know if I'd get much done with Ashley. She's so beautiful. I want to hang out with her constantly. Um, real talk mentor, real talk mentor. Feed the ducks for me. Hey, I will definitely do that. Real talk. Did you create your? Did you
we
create
have
your?
ducks too.
Well, you have ducks too. Let me show you my ducks. Have you seen my Insta stories yet?
I have. I asked you if they were pets or if they were just wild ones
Oh,
that you adopted.
okay. Let me show you here. That's the baby. Here they are. Oh, sorry, she went off. Yes, I will definitely do that. Real talk, if you have a YouTube channel you want me to shout out, let me know. You've been super supportive. I'd love to help you out. And so let me know if you've got a YouTube channel. I'll shout it out for you. Remember, guys, subscribe to the Shamrock Pixie. She'll give you pixie dust. She'll also show you how she sells online. Husband and her fiance and team will definitely do that. Let me put her link in chat constantly. All right, so you said you would give me a tour. I would love a tour.
All right. So I did this earlier too. So I'm hoping that I got a little bit better than from before. Okay. So I got to kind of see here. Okay. So right here, this table here is my drafting table.
That's a good drafting table.
Yep. That's my drafting table. That's where I do my cleaning, measuring, stuff like that. Over there in the corner where it's a little dark over here, that is our shipping area. Got all our boxes, printer, laptop, and then we put it over here after it's packaged. Over here after it's packaged.
Mm-hmm.
This is overstock right here in this little shelf thing, and then all our clothes are in these filing cabinets. And I'm not sure if I am. Oh, here we go. It's a little hard to see. So
yeah.
all our filing cabinets are here, and then they go around the corner, and then at the far back corner, all the way through, are all our shelves. There is Tommy's photography area.
Wow.
Right there. There's Tommy.
Tommy, what's up, my man? How are you?
And then all these shelves that I'm showing you right now were the shelves that were behind me.
Okay. Wow.
And so it opened up big time when we moved those shelves. Plus, it was really cold down here. And so putting the shelves up actually helped insulate the walls and the basement. So killed two birds with one stone.
Are you guys? Gosh, I feel like you can we can play a football game in that basement.
It's not that big. I'm not. How many square feet is it?
It's only like 350.
It's like 350 square feet.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Do you guys have these? You can get different versions of them. I have two of them to check the humidity. Do you guys have that? Do you guys have humidity problems in the basement?
No, we don't have them in the basement. We have them outside, but not in the house.
Okay. So one thing you guys got to realize is when you have humidity problems, like I don't have any here in Oregon. I actually got a message about a week ago with the lady that I don't know if you're watching. Hopefully you found a solution. She was in Chicago, I think. And what will happen is when you put shoes and you have an issue, these will turn yellow, the soles of them. And then you can also have problems with clothing. Not a lot of hard goods, but you probably may have some problems with hard goods too. So what you can do, guys, is you can just check to see if you have any problems. This one's really cool. It has a device. I think it's only like $5, just a cheap old thing. But you can see inside, outside, and a device that you put outside, and then it also read inside. And then there's also, you can even get a cheaper one that just reads inside your building too. So just be aware of that when you're working in basements, garages like I'm working in, stuff like that.
We put all our stuff in bags like this.
Yes.
We wash it, we dry it, I measure it, I draft it. He takes the photos, puts it in the plastic bag, and then puts it into the filing cabinet. So it's never out more than it needs to be.
Dude, that is exactly what I like doing. A lot of people don't put their stuff in bags or in poly bags, and I can tell you there's 3 reasons why I do it. Reason number 1 is when you put your items in poly bags, if they don't sell for a while, if you don't have them in one, your hands will get the merchandise dirty. You can also put dirty items inside there, dust, all that. So that's one reason you want to do it. Another reason too is when I put stuff in these, when I put stuff in the bins here, you can smash the item down really good to fit a lot of items in there. Where sometimes when you don't have them in these, you can't smash it down to put a lot of items. So it saves you room too. And also it's quick, right? Shamrock, when you sell it, you can just whoop,
Yeah, and I'm learning shipping right now. So Tommy's teaching me shipping. And for the longest time, it really confused me. Like I still have issues trying to figure out what box I need to get and stuff like that. But because they're in the plastic bags, he'll print out the invoice. Sorry, couldn't remember what it was called for a second. He prints out the invoice, and then he will write down the location and the last 4 digits of the number that's on the the plastic bag. Blah blah. And then I just go and find it, and then I bring it over, and he's like, okay, what package do I need to put this in? So I'm like looking and looking and looking. So I'm just learning it, but it is so much easier when it's in a plastic bag to just slide it into where I need to put it and be done.
I made a lot of mistakes when I first started reselling, like we all do, right? I think as your business evolves, even like within a year, you change policies, you change the way you warehouse your items. Originally, I bought, because a lot of people use the bin technique. A lot of massive companies use the bin technique, right? And so these bins here, I used to have them where they weren't see-through. They were just the regular green, big, heavy-duty guys. And what I realized is it was hard for me to use those because when I had more merchandise that I brought in, I wouldn't know the level in which it was full. So I had to open up every bin and then assign a bin number. It was a pain in the butt. But I got these IKEA ones, and these IKEA ones are cool because you can see the level and how full they are.
Yeah, we did the bins at first, and we had them stacked up, in a row, 5 high. But because of them just getting really heavy after a while, and they were black ones.
Yeah.
We have to lift them up to get to the bottom bin if something at the bottom sold, and it was just too much for either one of us to do because we would be sore already from going here, doing this, doing that, and so we saw another reseller on YouTube, and I don't remember who it is. So if it was you, thank you so much. It was an awesome idea because we adapted to it and we use it and we love it. But they were using filing cabinets. And so we were like, okay, well, that seems a lot more easy than using the tubs. So that's what we did. We went to the school. We got a bunch from the school in our area, which helped. We paid, I think, a couple dollars for each filing cabinet that we got from the school, but they took that money and put it back into the school. So we were like, sure, we can do that. And then a lot of them we got for free.
The good thing about the filing cabinet idea is people will literally give you free filing cabinets. Like, nobody wants them anymore. In fact, when I buy storage units and there's a bunch of filing cabinets and chairs, that unit sometimes will not even get bought because they don't want to deal with that stuff because nobody wants it anymore. So that's a great way to get something to house your items that, virtually free. I did see a comment from Adam. He said, he asked if these were prescription glasses, and I do have my own prescription glasses, guys. I do need glasses every once in a while. These are prescription, but these are not prescription, and let me explain what these glasses are. They're really cool. If you click below my video, it is a affiliate link, but it is an Amazon link directly to these glasses. They're $29, and it helps with the TV, or excuse me, the computer, because it's when you're staring at a computer for 4 or 5 hours, it's not healthy. And this is what blocks some of the bad stuff. You can get some of these glasses, and they're computer glasses. So yeah, get them. They're really cheap. It will help save your eyes when you're listing. But yeah, Pac-Man, also the most amazing admin in the chat, said that he loves his bags. These are really cool, guys. These are 14 by 20. You can get them on Amazon. And remember, I always recommend buying in bulk. You'll get a lot better deal. So buy like 500 to 1,000 of them. I know it kind of sucks originally, but these are really cool. They're super strong, and you can fit coats, like massive coats, big things. In fact, I use these for hard goods too. I'll put hard goods in here and then zip them up, so just so you guys know. All right. So, Miss Shamrock Pixie, I have a few more questions for you. My next question here, you're such a lovely lady. I feel like we can be on here for 3 hours, but
I can talk for 3 hours if you need me to.
We sold the DVDs locally. A lady bought them for $300, paid for the unit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Dragonfire, $300 locally. And it was funny. She worked for a construction company. She had this big truck, and we didn't put them in the back, but we filled up her back seat, her passenger side, with a bunch of boxes. She was like, I think she was stunned when she saw how many boxes they were in there packed. It was over almost 900 DVDs, which is crazy. All right. So tell me, in no particular order, the reason I asked this question is I want, when I first started reselling, I found one reseller, which led to another reseller. It's kind of a spider web effect. So I like to ask this question. What are some other resellers that you enjoy watching? Or what are some other YouTubers that you enjoy watching? It doesn't necessarily need to be resellers, because sometimes I'll listen to I like Will Smith. He's one of my favorites. But tell me a little bit about who you like watching reselling related. So maybe somebody in chat doesn't know and they can go follow these people.
So I figured you were going to ask that because I saw a couple times that you said it. So I made my list. So I'm going to read my list.
Okay.
Rules for Rebels. I actually got to meet him at Ecom Chicago back in October. He is phenomenal. He starts businesses and then flips them. That's the kind of thing that he does. So he's actually in the middle of, he just sold his company just before Ecom Chicago. in October. So he kind of does this and that and stuff like that. But he was actually one of the first ones that I got to watch on YouTube when I started doing helping him with the reselling. You, of course, you're on the top of my list. Tommy actually introduced me to you. So I'm still fairly new to your channel, but Tommy is the reason why I'm here. Hip flipping mama. I see she is in the chat. That lady, that woman is amazing. She has helped me through a lot of stuff with this. If I get stressed out, I know that I can message her and she will get me to understand it, or she will just chit chats till I'm completely unstressed and stuff like that. So I love her. Absolutely love her. Flippin' Hustler, Todd. I watch him a lot. He is amazing. RVA Flips, I watch him. He's awesome. I was actually on his live earlier today. He's pretty cool. Craigless Hunter, Rise and Grind Picker, The Bearded Picker. Tommy also introduced me to him too. Katie and Vicky. I love those ladies. So I watch them. Rosie's Closet. She's actually in Vegas as well. And when we get out there, I'm supposed to let her know that we're out there and we're going to get together. And she's going to help us out there, which is amazing. And I'm not sure if she's in the chat or not. Marcy. I love her to death. She actually lives in Orlando, not that far from my family. So that was pretty cool to find out. So I watched her. Lou Hustles. I was actually with Marcy and Lou Hustles for Christmas. And then right after that episode, I lost my voice. So I wasn't able to do any more videos for a little bit. Resell Rabbit, which is up in our area. He's pretty cool. I don't get to watch him as much because he's super busy. So he doesn't put out a whole lot of videos now. But when he does, we do watch him. Liquidation OH. I'm learning stuff about sports from him. So, and he has a sign that Tommy's brother would have loved. The oh no, my brain went blank. What is the name of the sign? Dogfish Head. He was very much into that before he passed away. So I love that sign, and I'm gonna get a hold of him and see what we can do about that sign. Garage Flips, Bonafide Hustler. I met Jason T. Smith at Ecom as Chicago as well. Let me tell you a little story real quick with him. He's super tall. Now I'm 5 foot even, and I swear he's about 7 foot tall. At least to me, he's about 7 foot tall. And he was talking with another gentleman in the doorway at the Thursday night. And I said, excuse me, because I needed to try to find our waitress. Well, I was told she was in the other room. So I said, excuse me. And he moved over and I went out. And then the other waitress like, no, she's over here. So I was like, excuse me again. He stops in front of the door, spreads his legs a little bit, puts his hands on his hip and says, how did he say it? He said, I'm the troll. You have to pay a fee or something like that. It was funny. And I'm like, I'm really short. I could just like go in between your legs, like crawl between your legs because you're so tall. And it was a good time. We both laughed. And so he was pretty awesome. And on Instagram, now I did see them here earlier and I did mention them before. On Instagram, I watch at 9:00 my time, which is Central Time, Thrifty Viking and Husky Hustler. Their hour-long Instagram get-together. So if you guys are on Instagram, go check them out. They're pretty awesome ladies. And so let's see. Oh, and then I saw there's Emily in the chat. We do Zoom with her, and Tori, which is Husky Hustler, and stuff like that. So they're pretty awesome. So hello, ladies. Thank you for coming. And there's a lot more.
Yep. No particular order, by the way. Whoever listened to that, but it's the one thing is it's awesome to create that bond that's why I'm a big fan of like supporting people as much as I possibly can with social media. So I, you know, we're towards the end of the show, guys. I just want to let you know if you're watching this after the fact, this is live. So make sure you go down there, subscribe to her YouTube channel, click the bell notification so you know when she goes live. And I real quick, what do you have in store for your YouTube channel for everybody that's subscribed to you tonight? Like, when do you think you're going to post content so they can watch you guys in the action?
Well, when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't really know what direction I was going to go because I figured that Tommy was going to do the reselling part of our life. But now I'm just going to like show like my journey, like the very beginning of how I started and stuff. And so, I mean, I have some videos there already. And as Rules for Rebels says, you know, you got to do that diarrhea of the mouth thing before you finally find your niche on what you want to do with YouTube. So now I keep getting pulled towards the reselling aspect of it. And, you know, with me being so new, it would be, I just want to document it. And I also want to document, you know, our family stuff with it too. When we move from Wisconsin to Nevada or Arizona, I'm going to document that whole trip as well. So there's going to be a few different things going on it, but mostly resale.
That's awesome. Just again, we talked a little bit before the show for about 5 minutes, and it all comes down to like people are going to like you for who you are. So you just got to be yourself and not worry about, anything else. Just show, document your journey. That's the whole point of this, is so you can go back and watch your later videos, kind of see where you progressed. And it's a great time. If you guys are not on YouTube, can definitely consider it. Consider joining. Even if you want to make your videos private and not public, you can do that and just upload them. So that way you can go back and your family can go back and see kind of how you progressed along in life. I did see Shippin says going back to lurking, got stuff to pack. By the way, lurking is, I came up with that. Okay. So you guys, all you lurkers out there know that's TM. That was Wade's Ventures that came up with that. But all I can say, guys, is first, I also forgot Swamp Picker. He's got a YouTube channel, guys. And anybody in chat that you're curious and you want to lurk and spy on, you can do that. You can right-click on their name and go to their channel right from there, and you can subscribe to them. And anybody in chat. So if you're curious to see if somebody has a YouTube channel, you can right-click their name and then go to their channel and see if they've got some videos up. But what's going on, Tony? How are you, my man? So that being said, we're at the point of the show here that we like to talk about words of wisdom. Now, before I do that, before I hand it over to you, I'm going to give you a second to think about your words of wisdom and let everybody know that tomorrow Lindy Glenn is going to be on the YouTube channel. And then Thursday we have Liquidation Pros is going to be on here. Really cool guy. He did about a little over $200,000 working full time, and he's got some employees. So he'll be on Thursday. And then Friday we have Flipping Profits. He's the one that made about $30,000 flipping stuff out of Trader Joe's. And cool. He also now does Amazon FBA full time. So we've got a really jam-packed week, guys. A lot of cool stuff happening the later part of the week. But that being said, I want to know, we always leave off the show on a positive note. I think positivity is key, especially when you're in this business, because it sometimes can get you down. So before we go, tell me a little bit about your words of wisdom. Give us some inspirational stuff here, especially since you are a Shamrock Pixie.
Well, then this will fit perfectly. It is an Irish proverb. Mm-hmm. So I hope you're ready, and I hope you understand it. Mm-hmm. Your feet will take you where your heart is. Do I need to explain?
I think I get it, but I'm going to have you explain, because, the only thing I look good in green, but I'm not Irish. So go ahead.
Okay. It means that if you do not have your heart fully into something, you're not going to do it. So make sure that your heart is fully into it And when it does, your feet will take you where you need to be.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys, is your hearts fully in it, guys? Everybody that's in chat, is your hearts fully in it? Anybody here not have a heart fully in it? Let me know. I think that's really good. I always like doing that because I never know what you guys are going to say. People think this is rehearsed, but Shamrock, tell people I don't send you anything, do I?
I tried to get him to send me some questions so that I could prepare. And he's like, nope, nope, nope. I'm like, all right. And here we are. We talked for a few minutes before we went live, and so here
guys,
we are.
I had to do that poll because last live show, Shamrock, they were like, people are freaking out. You didn't do one poll? Like, you didn't do one yes for one or no for two? If you guys see that in any other YouTube channels, you make sure you message me because that is trademarked. Okay? that is trademarked. Nobody can. I've got a lot of things trademarked, okay? And that's one of them. All right, guys. It's been an amazing night. I try not to spend too much time on here because you guys will literally see me on for the next week, this week. So tomorrow, Lindy Glenn, guys, don't forget that show. It's going to be epic. I've got a lot of great questions to ask Lindy. And then that being said, guys, I want to make sure you have an amazing night. Those of you amazing people that watch my videos for storage units and dumpster diving videos, like I said, I should have one out this week. There's only 3 auctions going up unless I go live, which is a possibility too. So I'll keep you guys updated on that storage unit. Guys, have an amazing night. Any last words, Miss Shamrock?
Yes, thank you, everybody that subscribed to me tonight. I hope I can do you good, and just be safe. Take care of each other. Love each other. Be there for each other because that's what we're here for.
And make sure you subscribe to her YouTube channel. I'm going to put it in the chat one last time. Give her some love because I'm telling you, I'm going to be a lurker in your chat. I can't wait to observe that monkey in action. So, all right, guys, have an amazing night. Again, Wade, Shamrock, tomorrow, Lindy Glenn. Real talk. Yep. Thank you so much for some more duck food. I got to get that in before we go. Have an amazing night. See you guys.